Happy solstice, everybody. I'm Brandon Alter, and this is your weekly Numinous Tarot forecast for the week of June 20th. And tomorrow, the sun moves into Cancer, which means it is the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, for those of us in the Southern Hemisphere, things are a little different. So the card that's going to help us move through the astrological shifts this week and this season is the Three of Cups. And if you remember, the Three of Cups, because we've had it before, is when you get together with your sisters. It's the sisterhood card. It's not your big community, it's the small coven. It's those who see you and feel you exactly as you are. And I was really happy to see a Cups card show up for the start of Cancer season, because Cancer is cardinal water. And remember that the cardinal signs are the beginning of the season. So cardinal, the first starting off, here we are in summer. Cardinal fire is Aries. That's the start of spring. And the question that rules Cancer, you know how I love a question for every sign, is when am I? Remember, Aries is who am I? Taurus is where am I? Gemini was why am I? And now Cancer season is when am I? And we're going to break that down a little bit here. You see, Cancer is the sign of the moon. It's the sign of the matriarchy. And if we think about Cancer through the lens of the Three of Cups, cups are the things in our life that flow. Our emotions, which is very true. Cancer season, you can be, neck deep in your feels. It also rules our intuition, which makes a lot of sense. Cancer being ruled by the moon, so it can be quite a witchy season. And it also rules over our creativity. It's the precursor to Leo, and Leo is the star of the show. So Cancer season is when we're starting to get our creative juices flowing. And so the Three of Cups is saying that you want to find those people that nurture those things in you. We're using the badass bitches of tarot deck for Cancer season because it's the matriarchy after all. And the card you can see here, it's TLC. Tender loving care. I think that's the medicine we're really going to need this week moving forwards, because there are some pretty challenging astrological energies happening. So first and foremost, just Cancer season in and of itself can be very emotional, and I'm going to encourage you to feel your feelings. Last Cancer season, I was drinking a lot, and so were a lot of my friends, just to kind of cope. And I'm going to take a dry Cancer season this month, and I encourage you to do the same, because you have to feel it to heal it. And if you are numbing yourself to the reality of what's going on, then you are just halting your progress moving forward. So if you're willing to take this challenge, I am willing to support you in these efforts. And I would say, sometimes the Three of Cups is the new friends card. So if you are making some big changes, if you're putting down the bottle and picking up your discipline, if you're really ready to move forwards on the path of your dreams, you might find that some of your old friends are, a little threatened by this new you, and you might need some new friends that can really support this new you that you are becoming. The other astrological information that I just want to alert you to is that we have Neptune, and Neptune is stationing, which means it stops in the sky to go retrograde, and this also happens tomorrow. Now, Neptune goes retrograde every year for 160 days, so tomorrow it stations, it stops, and then it's going to start to move backwards. And let's talk about Neptune. Who is Neptune? So Neptune is this mysterious, fogged-in planet. It is the planet that rules over our spirituality, and it rules over mysticism and our dreams and our visions. But the question with Neptune is it a vision or is it a delusion? And when Neptune goes retrograde, we actually get more clarity around whether it was a vision or a delusion. Sometimes we tell ourselves that we're pursuing these dreams, we're doing all these things, we're getting lost in our spiritual soup, but really we're just telling ourselves a story to make ourselves feel better. It's not truthful. And when Neptune is retrograde, we actually are able to tell the truth on ourselves a little bit more in terms of our spirituality and in terms of the dreams that we're pursuing. And I think there's actually something quite magical about a Neptune retrograde, which is that sometimes the old dreams, the dreams of your childhood, or the dreams you had when you were in high school or college, the dreams that for all intents and purposes you gave up on, they come back in a major way. Remember, Cancer season is when am I? And so it might be that now is the time that you are actually able to bring these dreams into reality, because you have the skills, you have the discipline, you have the relationships and the connections that you need, and you didn't have them until now, until this moment. So I would encourage you to really sift through some of those old dreams and see if there are some of them that really want to come back in a major way. The last thing I want to remind you of with Cancer season is the matriarchy, and it's also your ancestors. And if we think about the question, when am I? It's not just about when am I in relationship to the moon, when am I, we're in 2019. It's when am I in relationship to your ancestors and your descendants. And you think about yourself in this card, you are the middle in the Three of Cups. And on one side of you are your ancestors, and on the other side are your descendants, and you're holding hands with them. And you want to think, okay, I'm standing on the shoulders of my ancestors. They paved the way for me. What do I need to do in my lifetime so that I can pave the way for my descendants coming forwards? Remember that sometimes your sisters are not just people in physical reality. They are your ancestral helping spirits. They are your helping and healing spirits. Your angels, the ascended masters, those energies that have your back, even when you don't even have your own back. So it's a lot to work through. But I think if you can just remember tender, loving care, lots of naps, lots of magic. Cancer is also the sign of witchcraft. So if you want to be doing some candle magic, if you want to double down with your cards or your runes or journeying, this is the season to do it. And I look forward to being here every week, each step of the way, to help you move through and thrive in this Cancer season. Lots of love to you.